In a world where emotional intelligence and independence are often seen as opposing forces, there exists a rare personality type that effortlessly bridges this gap, the Sigma Empath. While much has been written about Sigma males and females, known for their independent and self-sufficient nature, Sigma Empaths bring a unique blend of characteristics that set them apart from both traditional empaths and the broader Sigma archetype. Imagine a person who not only walks to the beat of their own drum, but also senses the emotional undercurrents of everyone around them, all while maintaining an unwavering sense of self. They thrive in solitude, yet are deeply in tune with the feelings of others. This paradoxical combination of independence and heightened empathy is what makes Sigma empathy truly extraordinary. But what exactly makes them so different? How do they balance these seemingly conflicting traits? And what hidden strengths lie in their sensitivity? The Sigma archetype, independence redefined. Before diving into the unique traits of Sigma empaths, it's essential to understand the Sigma archetype. Sigmas are often seen as the lone wolves of the social hierarchy. Unlike alphas who thrive on leadership and social dominance, or betas who find comfort in following, Sigmas prefer to operate outside traditional societal structures. They value independence, self-sufficiency, and autonomy above all else. This doesn't mean that Sigmas are antisocial or incapable of forming connections. They simply choose to interact with others on their own terms. They avoid unnecessary drama and superficial relationships, preferring deep, meaningful connections with a select few. In a sense, Sigmas are observers and analysts of the social world, rarely getting entangled in its complexities. The empath, emotional sensitivity and intuition. On the other hand, empaths are individuals who possess an extraordinary ability to sense and feel the emotions of others. They have an innate capacity for compassion and understanding, often absorbing the emotional energy of those around them. Empaths are naturally tuned into the emotional climate of any room they enter, picking up on subtle cues that others might miss. This makes them deeply caring and empathetic, but it can also lead to emotional overwhelm if they don't set healthy boundaries. Empaths often struggle with absorbing too much of the emotions of others, which can make social situations exhausting. Their heightened sensitivity can be both a gift and a burden, as they constantly navigate the emotional highs and lows of those around them. Sigma empaths, the perfect balance. So, what happens when you combine the self-sufficient independence of a Sigma with the emotional sensitivity of an empath? You get a Sigma empath, a rare personality type that embodies the best of both worlds. 1. Independence coupled with emotional awareness. What sets Sigma empaths apart from other personality types is their ability to maintain emotional independence while still being highly sensitive to the emotions of others. Unlike traditional empaths, who may struggle with emotional boundaries, Sigma empaths know how to protect their own emotional well-being. They are highly aware of the emotional energy around them, but they don't allow it to overwhelm or control them. This gives them a unique strength. They can offer compassion and understanding without losing themselves in the process. For example, a Sigma empath might sense that a friend is going through a tough time and offer support, but they will also know when to step back and protect their own energy. They can empathize deeply without absorbing the emotional weight of the situation. This balance between empathy and independence allows them to be both compassionate and resilient. 2. The power of solitude. Sigma empaths thrive in solitude. While many empaths may feel drained after spending time in emotionally charged environments, Sigma empaths actively seek out alone time to recharge and process their emotions. Solitude is where they regain their strength, and it is in these quiet moments that they can reflect on the emotions they've encountered without feeling overwhelmed. This doesn't mean that Sigma empaths are lonely or disconnected from others. They simply need time alone to maintain their emotional balance. Unlike extroverts or even some traditional empaths, who may seek validation or connection through social interactions, Sigma empaths are comfortable being their own source of emotional stability. They find peace in solitude and often use this time for deep introspection and self-discovery. 3. Boundaries that strengthen, not isolate. One of the defining characteristics of Sigma empaths is their ability to set and maintain strong emotional boundaries. Traditional empaths often struggle with boundaries, feeling obligated to help everyone they encounter, even at the expense of their own well-being. In contrast, Sigma empaths understand the importance of boundaries and use them as a tool for self-preservation. These boundaries don't make Sigma empaths cold or distant. Rather, they allow them to engage with others in a healthy, balanced way. They know when to offer support and when to step back, protecting their own energy while still being emotionally available to those they care about. This makes them particularly skilled at managing relationships, as they can be both empathetic and assertive when needed. 4. Emotional intelligence meets analytical thinking. While empaths are often guided by their emotions, Sigma empaths combine their emotional intelligence with sharp analytical thinking. They don't just feel emotions, they analyze them. This allows Sigma empaths to navigate complex emotional situations with a level of clarity and insight that is rare among traditional empaths. For instance, a Sigma empath might sense that a coworker is upset, but instead of immediately reacting, they will take the time to assess the situation and consider the best course of action. They are not swayed by emotional impulses, but instead use their intuition as a guide while applying logic and reason to their decisions. This combination of emotional intelligence and analytical thinking makes Sigma empaths particularly adept at problem solving, especially in emotionally charged situations. 5. Authenticity and integrity. Sigma empaths value authenticity and integrity above all else. They are not interested in superficial relationships or social games. This aligns with the broader Sigma trait of independence from societal expectations. But for Sigma empaths, this extends to emotional authenticity as well. They are not afraid to show vulnerability, but they do so on their own terms and with people they trust. This focus on authenticity means that Sigma empaths are often seen as deeply genuine individuals. They don't put on a facade to fit in or to please others. Instead, they embrace who they are, sensitive, independent, and intuitive. And this makes them magnetic to those who appreciate sincerity. 6. Leadership through empathy. While traditional Sigmas are often described as lone wolves, Sigma empaths have the potential to be powerful, empathetic leaders. Their ability to understand and connect with others on an emotional level, combined with their independence and self-sufficiency, makes them uniquely suited for leadership roles that require both emotional intelligence and strategic thinking. Sigma empaths don't seek leadership for the sake of power or status. Instead, they lead through example and empathy. They are the kind of leaders who inspire others not through force, but through understanding and support. Their calm and balanced approach to leadership allows them to guide others through difficult situations without getting lost in the emotional turbulence themselves. 7. The hidden strength of sensitivity. Perhaps the most significant trait that sets Sigma empaths apart is their ability to harness their sensitivity as a source of strength. In a world that often values toughness and emotional detachment, sensitivity is sometimes seen as a weakness. However, Sigma empaths know that their sensitivity is one of their greatest assets. Their heightened emotional awareness allows them to connect with others in a way that few people can. They can sense when someone is struggling, even if that person hasn't said a word. This ability to read between the lines and pick up on unspoken emotions gives Sigma Empaths a unique advantage in both personal and professional relationships. Moreover, their sensitivity doesn't make them fragile or easily hurt. On the contrary, Sigma Empaths are incredibly resilient. They have learned how to protect themselves from emotional overload while still maintaining their empathetic nature. This resilience, combined with their emotional depth, makes them formidable individuals who can navigate the complexities of life with grace and strength. Embracing the power of the Sigma Empath. Sigma Empaths stand out because they embody the perfect balance between emotional sensitivity and independence. They are compassionate and understanding, yet they know how to protect their own emotional well-being. They thrive in solitude, using it as a tool for reflection and self-growth, and they approach relationships with authenticity and integrity. In a world that often views sensitivity as a weakness, Sigma Empaths prove that it can be a source of incredible strength. Their ability to navigate both their own emotions and the emotions of others with clarity and purpose sets them apart from other personality types. For Sigma Empaths, their hidden strength lies in their sensitivity, a trait that allows them to connect deeply with others while maintaining their independence and self-sufficiency.